Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm Rich.
I'm Sierra.
And we're back again, just giving you guys another video, just kind of give you some reference points about the military. So today we're going to be talking about what to expect being dual military. So we're not going to hit on everything, but we're going to give you guys an idea of a few things, just kind of keep in mind. So one is location. So my wife and I, we were in Germany when we met, and we got married, and thankfully I was able to move to where she was, but that's because we were already married. So if you're marrying a service member, or you're thinking about marrying a service member because you guys are both in the Army, or one's in the Air Force, one's in the Army, one's in the Navy, one's in the Marine Corps, whatever, I know I can only speak on the Army. The Army has this program that allows you to kind of stay within a 50 mile radius. That'll kind of give you guys a better outlook on staying close. So you don't have to worry about, oh my God, my wife is like in freaking Seattle and I'm in Georgia. You have to worry about that so much. So what they will do is they'll try. Make sure I put that point in there. They will try to keep you guys close. The majority of the time they will. With my wife and I, it's been really easy because we're both Army, and that kind of makes it easier on us. Now, if she was Navy and I was Army, I can't tell you that it will be easier, but they'll probably try. You have anything to add to that?
The name of that program is the Married Army Couples Program, so MACP.
Yep.
Like you said, even just being us being Army and Army, they can still, they don't try to, but they can send you away from where your spouse is. So, for example, I was on orders to come here to Kuwait by myself, and he was still going to be in Washington State. But we got it figured out, and he was able to come with us. But it's not always guaranteed that you will be with your spouse. But this was the first time that had happened.
Guys, I know in the last video you guys saw me sweating. I'm still sweating out here. It's hot, so you're gonna see me doing this. You're gonna see me doing this because it's just super hot out here. Doesn't matter, it's getting late. It's just always really warm. So
if you guys, degrees.
If you see me doing that, just know I'm fighting demons over here because this heat is crazy. So bear with me. The next thing we're gonna talk about is the pay, because I know it's a big issue. A lot of people want to know, what do you guys get paid? So if you look up the military pay chart, which is kind of the same across the board depending on what your E grade is. E stands for enlisted, because my wife and I are both enlisted. It's going to go based off of that, and then your BAH is going to go based off what your location is. So because my wife and I are here in Kuwait together and we're living in the barracks, we do not receive any BAH or BAS, which means, and BAS is basic assistance for substance, basically, and your BAH is basic assistance for
housing.
Basic allowance for housing, basically. So basic allowance for substance, basic allowance for housing. So that's basically what that is, and that's an additional income. So your BAS is basically your DFAC meal, right? So it's like 350, 365, depending on where your state is or your location, is how much you're going to get based off of that. And that's calculated. You can actually look that up on Google. So if you actually Google BAS in this location, it'll actually give you a chart based off where you are. So that can range, like I said, from 350 to all the way up to 365, sometimes more, depending on your location. So because we're both here deployed to Kuwait, even though we're PCS'd, we don't get that money. So we just kind of eat that because we're both living in the barracks. Anytime you live in the barracks, you're gonna kind of forfeit that pay, but that means that you're eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight chow, or what have you in the DFAC. So that food is not free, but it kind of is free to you because you don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. That's the reason a lot of people join the military also, is because they don't have to worry about that. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna eat, and I'm out here dying. So you really don't have to worry about that too much. What you guys say about that?
We just for BAS or BAH?
BAS.
Yeah, I don't really have nothing to add on to that. We don't get it because we live in the barracks, unfortunately.
You want to explain BAH?
All right, so BAH, that also depends on where you are in the military. In Washington State, our BAH was looking lovely.
So for E5, with 5 years in Seattle, Washington, we stayed in the Tacoma area. Our BH was like $1,430, maybe $1,450 a month, which is not bad. It's not bad.
So, okay, something important to know. So being dual military, so we started getting BAH the day that both of us cleared from out of the barracks. So, short story, when we got married, he was still in Germany, I was still in Washington State, and then he came to where I was. So we did not get our BAH did not start the day that we got married. Now, if you're married to a service member, well, this video really ain't for you. I'm sorry, if you're married to a civilian, this video really ain't for you. But being dual military, your BAH only starts the day that you clear from out of the barracks. So I would say, you know, to those out there that's planning on marrying another service member, okay, you ain't gotta wait till the wedding, you know, to make it official. Just go ahead, get married so you can start your paperwork, okay? Because that's the big thing. Because finance drag their feet with processing your paperwork to get BAH. So go ahead and get that started.
Definitely, I would agree. Even us coming back from Kuwait over to stateside, where our next duty station will not be disclosed yet, but our next duty station, we have to start the process all over again because we're over here, we're not making BAH. We kind of have to forfeit that because we're living in the barracks yet again. So we're at a point where when we go to our next duty station, we're having to submit that paperwork all over again and start our BAH, which is more so of a hassle than anything, all because we chose to be together for 12 months. Like, that's crazy to me that we will have to start that process.
I drug him over here with me, guys.
Yeah, she did. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not bad. Had some good times over here. It was super fun. Being dual military has its benefits, has its ups and downs, but the moral of that story is being able to stay with your spouse is always a plus in my opinion, because who wants to be without their spouse? That sucks. I would have had to stay in Seattle, Washington for a whole nother year by myself. I would have been making BAH, yes, and we would have both gotten separation pay, but the money doesn't always equate to the time spent. So I would tell you, if you do military, you're ready for some sleepless nights sometimes, because she did deploy to Iraq, and I was not able to go, and that's fine because she was off doing some awesome stuff. But I also was back here, you know, praying for her and making sure she made it safe out there and she had fun out there and she was able to get her combat patch. I didn't get mine, which is fine. You know, life goes on. I ain't out the Army yet, so there's still time for me to get mine. But I was back here doing some senior leadership stuff, which was fun also. So the experiences are always going to be there. The missions are always going to be there. And it's always something that's going to take precedence over another. But just make sure when you're dual military that you continue to support each other. You're always looking out for each other and you're always building each other up. When you get off work every day, it should not be a thing of, oh, let's solely talk about work. You should always incorporate some other things into life so you can kind of have something else outside of work to enjoy. Whether it's, hey, let's go to the park, or hey, you know, let's get involved in this show on Netflix, or hey, you know, let's do this project together. You should always have something that's more beneficial than just, hey, we share this common goal of work. Work is always a plus, but you guys should always have something outside of work that brings you together. So with my wife and I, it was religion at first. So we're both Christian and we're strong in our faith. So that's one thing that we kind of like held true to throughout our experience out here as well. So we got more so involved in the church, and she got active in the choir. I support her in the choir because my days of doing that are over. So I'm singing in the crowd. I'm like, hey, hallelujah, yeah, 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 from the cheap seats. And that's fine by me, long as she's out there and she's singing praises, and that's awesome. I'll support her in that realm. Just be supportive of each other, and where the other one falls short, pick the other one up, and don't be someone that always kind of beats down on the other. Make sure you support each other in every realm you can, and always push each other to do better. Don't beat down on anybody, because being out here in a depressive state as it is, it's always super hot out here. The last thing you want to do is be that person that's always like rah, 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 and you're always on top of somebody. Give somebody the same energy that you want. I would definitely say that. What else do you have to say?
I don't know. You talk a lot, so you covered everything.
I try. It's my gift.
It's not my gift, y'all, so I'll get better with time, but I'm not a big talker like that.
We both will. It's just one of those things that you have to get used to, and over time it'll happen. We both will share a lot with you guys. That way you're kind of abreast of what we have going on out here. It's not a lot that we're doing because right now we're on leave, trying to enjoy that use or lose. If anybody knows what that is, you know exactly how that's going right now. And then within the next 30 days, we're going to be flying out of here also. And you guys will see that experience as well. So we'll be trying to document that along the way to give you guys some more content to watch us grow and enjoy the journey. So I can't wait to see you guys next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I know we're new to this thing, but bear with us. And you're going to see us on a journey to success, doing great things. I'm
Please,
Rich.
no, wait. Please comment, y'all. Suggestions, anything, okay? Yeah, just comment.
Please
give us some questions.
comment,
Anything.
like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Rich.
Bye. I'm Sierra.
Bye. Doing it at the same time. All right, go.
It's hot.
It is. My shirt is already sweat through.